Sorry, I had to take a little break there. So what I had just read there was regarding House Resolution 192, which essentially started the Emergency Banking Act of 1933. And what we have here is a remedy. The association that I had created is a remedy to this payment. And like I said in my last video, it is information that is going to be, it'll continue for the next 2.5 years. So the significance of, I want to say Donald Trump's administration was to enable the remedy to come through. And so I would like to share now this next page here. Let's share here. Oops. Let's move the way here. Okay, just open that back up. Okay. U.S. Congress, with House Resolution 193, is essentially a remedy to the House Joint Resolution 192, and this is sequential. Basically, House Resolution 193 is the American Sovereignty Restoration Act of 2017. This was passed or took effect. So essentially, anything that is introduced into Congress between January 1st and January 20th I want to say before or between administrations. So Obama's administration ended December 31st, 2016. And the new administration didn't take effect until after January 21st, 2017. That was when Trump's administration, that was when Trump was inaugurated. So any piece of legislation that is passed or introduced into Congress in that window frame of January 1st to January 20th, they just get automatically incorporated into Congress. So here we have House Resolution 193, American Sovereignty Restoration Act of 2017, which was introduced, or I should say referred, it's basically the same thing, by the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. And it was introduced on January 3rd, 2017. Yeah, there you go. By Representative Rogers Mike, Republican of Alabama. And essentially, it's pretty brief, so I'll just read this part here, the overview, introduction. I will put links in the video description. Let's see, here we go. The bill requires, this bill repeals the United Nations Participation Act of 1945 and other specified related laws. So I'm just getting a confirmation of that. This is critical in terms of who all the players are. You can find them at the United Nations, and this is significant for the purpose of my website for the association to be translated into the 6 official languages of the United Nations. The bill requires the president to terminate U.S. membership in the United Nations, including any organ, specialized agency, commission, or other formally affiliated body, and closure of the U.S. mission to the United Nations. So I'm getting big hits on that. I should say confirmation. It's just sort of permeating through my body as I read this. Okay, so I have a few questions that came in and I wanted to address that. Let me stop share here. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to pause this for a moment here. Let's take a little pause here. Whoops. Pause. And I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, it's I'm kind of in a pause right now with my recording.
Yes, go for it. I'll do it later. It's just
Yeah. Thank you, Asha. I'll come back up when I'm done. Oh, but feel free to come through.
okay.
I just be
pick up my computer then.
okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh my gosh, you're recording. No way. Pause. Greetings. I'm back from being upstairs. I apologize about that. I wanted to make a video so that it was, it referred to the Emergency Banking Act and came up with a remedy, which is all within the US Congress record. So I'm going to have to see about how I can incorporate that. I'm going to, because of all that, I don't have video editing software. So I'm just going to end right here and I'm going to start my next video, okay, with the second part. Back in a moment.